All right, this is my video for restitution versus compensation. So the two terms do kind of get mixed up a lot, but they are very different. When looking at the two, compensation comes more from the state, whereas restitution is actually going to come straight from the offender or the convicted party, and pay directly to the victim. Um, now, the goal for repaying the victim, obviously, it's going to help them gain financial stability back and be able to feel like they kind of get back what they lost. Perhaps the situation is someone who stole money from a grocery store, and they're going to repay that money, and so it's actually very direct. But other times, maybe it was a car crash, and so the offender is going to pay the money for the amount of the car, or just things like that. But there are actually, for compensation, there are state organizations that help pay for victims, like medical bills or funerals, things like that they need, even if there was no conviction, or the perpetrator was not convicted, or perhaps they really didn't, they weren't an offender, but the victim still is a victim. The victim's still a victim and needs help covering medical bills. So the goal of restitution in rehabilitating offenders, now we want the offender, one, they're going to realize that it's a punishment for their offense, but it's also going to help them take responsibility, and hopefully also give them a sense of empathy, realizing just how much damage they caused. Now, in a means of reconciling the offenders, it's going to kind of amend the wrong as best as we can. Obviously, there are several cases where it's not going to really reconcile it completely, but just kind of as best we can, we want the offender to pay for the wrong and cover those financial problems that they caused, and for the victim to gain back what they lost financially, at least. Now, so eligibility for eligibility for victims, they could suffer. This is for compensation. So this is from the state, and so eligibility here is for victims they've suffered physical or emotional harm. And so, again, even if the perpetrator has not been arrested or convicted, there are state programs that can come in and help, such as the UOVC, that's the Utah Office of Victim Services, and then also eligible expenses. This could cover things such as dental care, medical care, mental health counseling, therapy, and then, of course, lost wages, and even funeral expenses. So, yeah, I believe that answers all the questions. Yeah, thanks for watching my video. Bye.